Thunderfoot, this is Symbolic responding to your video entitled The Sleeping Giant. You know, I think many more people than you give credit to realized that by the Sleeping Giant, you were referring to Japan's surprise attack on Pearl Harbor, the action which brought the United States decisively into the Second World War, launching a massive military campaign, which we are aware culminated in the dropping of atomic bombs on Japanese cities. An action, a horrific action, for which the United States must always, well, bear on its conscience. Your analogy is false and by extension abhorrent. Japan was a single country with a military and a government that decided to attack the United States. Islam is not a country. It does not have a government or a military. It is a religion which is spread out across the entire planet. Again, you try to draw an equation between moderate, ordinary Muslims and a few rogue extremists by saying, and I'll grant you this is a clever rhetoric, by saying they are separated only by a common religion, which is no separation at all by implication. And so again, you equate ordinary Muslims with a small group of rogue extremists, which every religion has and every group has, and we've seen some rather weird behavior from atheists lately, even. Uh, so this then, again, by drawing this equation, this justifies holding all Muslims accountable for the actions of a few. Using your falsely drawn and flawed analogy, this would mean global warfare across many, many countries, possibly, as in the case of Japan, culminating in a nuclear attack. So this is what is horrific and abhorrent about this vision you draw. Uh, you know. Now, my second point is that when it comes to Dawa Films, I believe that he has clarified himself adequately, clarified that he was responding to a vision akin to the one I just described, responded to it, obviously emotionally, um, and spoke from the place of justice, not the pursuit of some religious aim, but justice, which is universal. Now, you haven't addressed that. You haven't addressed a number of issues regarding him. Instead, you again make a poster of him, and I'll repeat or recapitulate what Veritas 48 said in a film. That basically, you had Venom Fang X. He's gone. Now you've picked Dawa Films. You're making a poster out of him to ridicule and scoff at, and I just think there's no honor in it. No honor. There's nothing noble about it, Thunderfoot. And I could just add a very a very simple statement that okay, you should pick on somebody your own age for one. All right, you've abused the man enough, and I really think you should take down those videos with him in them. Next issue, a subset of your subscribers have gone on and harassed Dawa Films, left death threats on his channel page, left insults on his channel page, prejudicial comments, racist comments, even though they can't really figure out what his race is because their own prejudices are in the way. These are people who consider themselves free thinkers and don't realize that when you're prejudiced, your mind is not free. In any event, you have said nothing to deter them from doing so, that you have not addressed this issue. Let me address these people, this subset of atheists. Hero worship, whether the hero is Pat Condell, Thunderfoot, or Hercules, hero worship is worship. You call yourselves atheists. Are you comfortable with the idea that you are worshiping? How frequently do you worship? How frequently do you go to church? How frequently do you bow down your individual thought to an icon, to an idol? How do you feel about being a worshiper? All right. Thunderfoot, uh, since you're an atheist and you read from the Bible, I'm an atheist and I'll read from the Bible from Proverbs 16:18. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. You should really take down all these videos, Thunderfoot. I could go on, but at this point, the primary emotion I'm feeling right now is just boredom. Boredom. All right, folks, everybody take care.